again. Welcome, Disney fans, to another one of my planning videos. I'm guessing that if you're listening to this one, you've just booked your hotel reservations and you're ready to start thinking about dining reservations and fast passes. So I thought I'd share with you how I do my plans. Pretty cool. We just booked hotels, and I have a spreadsheet here that I use each and every time we go to Disney, and then I just adjust it for the dates and times. And you can see down at the bottom it has lots of things, and this is my reservation tab. And you can see we have a three bedroom grand villa booked. I'm so excited. I've never stayed there at Animal Kingdom before in a grand villa. Our family is going. There are 5 of us. And we have good friends going with us as well, and they have 4 kids, so 6 of them. And we're staying here for 3 nights on Disney property, and then we're going to hop over to Wyndham and give it a try there. We've just now bought a few of the Wyndham points, and so we thought we would give it a whirl and see how Wyndham does their vacation. So we're going to spend 5 nights there over spring break. So now that we have this booked, you can see that in the reservation, we have loaded all of the names of the people going. And so I went to do fast passes, and I realized that only our family was loaded because we hadn't yet purchased any tickets. So the first thing I did was go to my Disney Experience. This is the latest app from Disney. And even though I have a spreadsheet for everything, I use it for all of my planning. But once I get to Orlando and in the parks, I only use this. It's great on the iPhone and on the iPad. And so this has everything in it. You set up your own profile, and then you can make a family and friends list. So this is my family and friends list. You can see that there are the 5 of us that are going. And then it has a list of the other people, my mother and father-in-law who've traveled with us. And then down here are the family that are going now. So I've added them. They've each chosen what their little picture is going to be for their icon. And then when I went to purchase tickets, I was able to connect their tickets to my Disney Experience. So I went online, purchased the tickets, and you can see now that each of them have their own tickets, and it's connected then into my to my family and friends within my Disney Experience. So it worked really well. To see this, you can see that we can go now online and look at our magic bands. So magic bands are the nicest thing. I love them. They're little bracelets, but they hang on, and you can use them for your room key. You can use them to charge. You can use them for your fast passes and to look stylish if you want. You can buy some customized ones. So we went in. The magic band order, the way it works is if you're staying on Disney property, they allow you to pick the colors that you like. So you can see I've picked blue and have my name inside. Sometimes we put our names in them. Sometimes we put character names in them. So we all have our magic bands chosen. And you can see that we have 9 days left to customize, and then they will ship. And there's nothing like opening that mailbox and getting magic bands opened in the mail, because it's like so nice to see your name and you know you're about to go to Disney. So those are the steps that I went through to get my Disney Experience set up. So before you can book fast passes, you kind of need to decide, what park am I going to be in? Where am I staying? What am I actually doing? So the first thing that I do is go to understand what parks the hours are, who has magic hours. Since we're staying on site, we might want to take advantage of that. So back to my spreadsheet, I go to the program tab. And you can see in this program tab that this is our last trip to Disney over Christmas. And so I tried to stretch the week as it goes. And you can see at the top in this yellow, I put the park hours so I have a good reference. In the end, I end up printing this and laminating it. I used to take it to the park with me every day. Now that we have the app, it's not as necessary. But this allows you to see the entire week spread out in front of you, so you can see your dining reservations, you can see what fast passes you have, etc. In the yellow, I put the park hours so that I can think about if I'm staying on Disney property and I either want to get up early or I want to stay late. I can tell that we have magic hours. I highly recommend you to take advantage of that, especially if you have little kids and you can get them up early. You can ride 20 rides in an hour versus 2 rides in an hour. We are now moving into the preteen years, so we end up using the late night magic hours. So when the Wishes fireworks go off, the first thing that everybody does is try to leave the park, and we turn around and go the opposite way in the park, and that allows us to ride rides that have significantly less weights on them, even during crowded periods like Christmas or spring break. So these are the hours. And then if you're like not staying on Disney property, sometimes you want to stay away from the Magic Hours parks because they're sometimes more crowded. I use a website called Touring Plans. You can get an annual subscription. I think it's like $12 or $13. I don't remember. And they have tracked for years the crowd attendance. And so they can predict while you're there what the attendance and how crowded the parks will be. So you can tell if you accidentally are coming during a marathon or something and you're surprised that the parks are more crowded than what you thought. So here's the spreadsheet. You can see, again, here's the days. I use the icons across the top as to what park we're going to. If you see other icons, that's a scheduled park hop. It means we start for sure in the morning, and in the afternoon I've made a reservation or something for the rest of the park, for a different park, excuse me. So a lot of times we park hop anyway, but I just want to make sure I remember that I need to be someplace different in another park if I've already made a reservation there. Just a sad note, the poor little hat is gone. It's about 2/3 gone. I'm recording this January 20-something, 23rd, and it looks like an alien came down from the sky and bit a huge hole out of the hat. So, don't know what the new Disney Hollywood Studios icon will be, but looking forward to that, and I personally will miss the hat. We started going to Disney in 2008, so all we've known is the hat. We're not from a long time ago before it came. So if you see in green, that's all our fast passes. So you can see all the fast passes we have booked. The blue is dining reservations. And then I tried to keep track, put a little picture in where we're going to stay. The other thing I try to take a look at is to make sure 3 of the 4 parks have nighttime shows. So we want to make sure we see Wishes at least once. My husband sees it multiple times. He's a photographer and he can't get enough of trying to get great fireworks pictures with the castle in them. He's also a huge fan of Illuminations at Epcot. Incredible pictures he's taken there. And then Fantasmic, which is a great show, probably my favorite of the 3 parks with the fireworks show. So this is where we start. Once you understand park by park by park where you want to stay and where you want to be, then you can go into your My Disney Experience account to this Fastpass tab, and you can start to book the fast passes that you have waiting for you. We are about 41 days out if you stay at a Disney resort. You can book 60 days. I would recommend taking advantage of that. I'm late this time in booking, especially when going up against spring break. If you're not going at a crowded time, then you're not going to have any trouble getting fast passes. But if you go at a crowded time, I've missed a few days and I should have booked these earlier. If you're an annual pass member, I think you can book 30 days out. So that's it. I'll do another video on how to book your fast passes and how to change them and how to update them on the fly. But just wanted to give you a feeling for how I start organizing my trip. So first thing is I will go in and I will clear everything so that I can again start with moving around what parks we go to when. So that's it for now. Hope to visit with you again soon on another planning video. Bye for now. Oh, and Nicholas, you want to say hi?
Hi!
Yeah, he's been over here trying to be quiet during the whole video. So
this is what a customized magic band looks like.
Oh, yeah, he does have a customized magic band. So we'll talk about them at some point. All right, bye.